In private practice as a doctor of psychology for 17 years.
When somebody say Dr. Bryant, it irks me. Where is she a doctor at?
Conversation about your doctorate because people can't find your dissertation online.
There's just no holding take for any of our records.
Because I've done the research. I don't see doctor nowhere.
Just in
They
general.
are going to do you online this week. They're going to say she has no records.
I don't need a doctorate in counseling psychology.
River TV.
What's up?
Well, why the fuck do you need a doctorate in counseling psychology? You see, the whole point about why are you throwing the title around? A title that carries weight. And more so in psychology, in more so in counseling. You see, there's one thing people fail to understand. When individuals, when normal civilians hear you are a psychologist, when you use the word psychologist, they believe that you have studied because psychology itself is not easy. To study about the human being is so fucking easy, bro. They believe that you have learned. And when you use the word doctorate as a title for yourself, it means that you have what? You have written a paper, it have, it have been evaluated, it have been published. Because having a doctorate degree, having a doctorate title is not something easy. So you put the effort. So some of you go over there, say all manner of bullshit as the process of guiding people and counseling people using the word doctorate, psychologist, therapist, just to rein people in to say your bullshit. Nobody's stopping you from counseling people. You can do it. But why is the whole essence of what lying? And when they call you out, you say you don't give a fuck. What the fuck? Who the fuck do you think you are?
Guys, it's your girl River, and I'm back again with another video. Now, if you guys don't know what is going on, okay, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant was on the Breakfast Club, okay, and basically exposed the fact that nobody will be able to find any information on her doctorate degree, not even her, because there is nowhere to find said information. And I know you guys might be like, what do you mean by that? Like, how do you even explain that? Well, I'm going to go ahead and pause play from the interview, and I'm going to let her explain it for herself while I give you guys my opinion on the entire situation.
Conversation about your doctorate because people can't find your dissertation online.
Mm-hmm.
How are you responding to that in this new era of your life?
Now, this conversation about her being a doctor, whether, she's like a Dr. Dre or whatever, it has always been in the conversation, mainly starting from, when Corey Holcomb went onto the Cam Newton podcast and basically exposed it.
When somebody say Dr. Bryant, it irks me. Where is she a doctor at? Because I've done the research. I don't see doctor nowhere.
Besides that, very, very, very recently, there is a fellow psychologist who actually came forth and was talking about the fact that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is not, licensed, and how that's basically like, illegal in some states to act like a licensed professional when you're not.
Here's another thing. She keeps calling herself a therapist, and in most states, that's actually illegal without a license. You cannot legally use the title therapist or provide psychotherapy without licensure.
So that led a lot of people.
No, the whole shit is that people don't understand when you say you are a therapist, it carries weight. It carries weight in particular because you don't understand that, But first one thing you are a therapist, your first instance is that this person take his time. But I mean, she's a patient person. That means it takes time to learn the craft. You go around throwing the title around, another line says you're using the title left, right, what? Lying people and taking their money, giving them advice. It's not like I'm doing this thing for free. You are advising people from much your own point of view, from all fucking notion. You could have not just been any other TikTok lady. You could have been any other TikTok what? Influencer, but you said no, you want to use doctor, you want to use a therapist, you want to use titles that carry weight. It is not that serious, but it's serious at the same time because people convey that secret to you. Because as a therapist, as a licensed psychotherapist, it is you whatever your clients have told you, you have to what? You have to keep the secret. But here you are not one. So if one day you feel what? You feel like one of them is talking bad of you, you can go out and and bring out that secret what I've told you. And you are not. And I've watched this video in part that it got to a point that it says, do you know what? That doesn't give a fuck. And that is what that's pissing me off, bro.
To do, their own research, right? And in doing their own research, they were unable to find her dissertation. Now, a dissertation is something that is needed for like the final phase of getting your doctorate degree, and it is normally published, right? So that means that if there's any kind of, doctor that you see somewhere, you can somehow, some way find their dissertation online. And a lot of people, when doing, the research of her, they couldn't find it.
I'm going to clear it up once on here. I'm not doing it again. And I'm clearing it up for my doc squad, for my fan base, for my audience who deserve to hear me address it.
She said she's clearing it up once and she's not going to clear it up again. Okay? So whatever information we get following that she's going to explain to us, y'all just going to have to hold that. Okay? Because she says she's not going to talk about this no more.
For the folks who have already made up their mind to not like me or not understand me, listen, I don't give a what your narrative is. I would like for you to recreate it, double down on it, and run that. Because I don't give a fuck about it.
Now, this is my thing. Okay? Now she hasn't told us what it is yet. But the one thing that I don't understand about Cheyenne Bryant is that there is nothing in her that likes or responds well to when she is put in a corner or asked questions about herself. Like, for some reason, the minute that you ask her a question about herself or you highlight something that's going on in her life, she not only gets defensive about the situation, but she kind of gets like, a little like ready to tussle.
She give out bitch ass energy. She give out fucking bitch ass energy because she knows she's lying. She knows that content because people are doing research. Because people are found that people individuals are going up to her saying their stuff. Because the fact that she doesn't give a fuck. So double down on it, girl. Hey, let the fucking law double down on you and we'll see what will happen. I'm asking you. Let the fucking law double down on you. What will you do? I'll double down on it. What the fuck do you mean? That see, it's a simple question. Are you a licensed therapist? You said no. You said you don't have a doctorate degree. So why is this whole essence of trying to act all big? Trying to act as if with all this vigor, with all this audacity. Where are they lying? Now, who the fuck are you, bro? You see, it's because of society that have given women this kind of power because they'll go there and fucking lie, take up titles that does not what that have no end, that have no what plan, that have no studies for. Use the titles to amass wealth, and that they were giving advice, whether it is licensed advice, whether it's true or not, to naive people, to naive people. You see, this all this is wretched attitude, this stupid attitude. I'm telling you.
Like, you're a doctor.
Huh.
People wanting to ask you about your credentials or ask you about you being a doctor. Why would you need to drop F-bombs and talking about, I don't give a F what they think?
For the folks who have already made up their mind to not like me or not understand me, listen, I don't give a what your narrative is. I would like for you to recreate it, double down on it, and run that.
Like, most people would be like, it's understandable that you want to check my credentials. It's understandable that you want to understand, what's going on, or you want to be able to, trust the person that you're dealing with. But that's never her approach.
Now, to my doc squad, my fan base, my folks, my village, it's very simple. I went to a school, Argosy University, completed an entire program.
Now, the first time I ever heard that she went to this place called Argosy University or Argosy University was actually from Corey Holcomb. Okay? He is the one that brought all of this stuff to light. Okay? Whether you like him or not, whether you agree with him sometimes or not, on this, we're going to have to agree. Okay? He 100% brought this conversation to the forefront. And I remember on, his podcast, he literally talked about the fact that he had already done the research.
Doctor, alleged doctor, whatever you want to call it, we're going to prove some points about this lady today. And it ain't even got to be bitter. It's just the flat out facts. The research on where she's claiming she got whatever from has been done. It's all fake.
He had let it be known from way.
You see, the whole point about this is that I always find it like the distrust, the lie that some of you, if you have started your whole career about whatever, you have facing the word doctor, therapist, you have been giving your advice as any other normal human being on this fucking earth, on this app, Nobody have a concern. Nobody give a fuck. But it's the fact that you allegedly use the title doctor, therapist, to claim that you are something that you are not. You see, there's one thing I like about him, Larry Williams, the bodybuilder. Man, damn, he's fucking truthful about him using what steroids and stuff. He's on it all broke. He's truthful. Everybody's aware of that. You see, he's not here trying to lie to you that he built his body naturally. No, he used steroids. He used drugs, and he has been honest about it. The fact is that there are a lot of people out there, bodybuilders, people who what, they use steroid and they will lie and say, they say that natural. The same thing with you. Whatever you are saying, whether it is fact, whether it's bullshit, it doesn't matter because you have a fan base. But the fact is that you are lying. It is when people begin to ask you questions that you begin to tell the truth. But when nobody asks you a question, you are riding on the fucking boat, on the sails, on the fucking boat, as if on the fucking boat of with the title of a doctor and a therapist, as if you do something. Why actual fucker doing nothing? You see, it's all this lie, this compacting what decisions of what you are doing, of what you are making, that leads that make people want to find out. Because at the end of the day, you are distrustful. And the fact that they're actually trying to know is whether it's your haters or what. They want facts. Because getting a doctor title is not easy. It's not fucking easy, bro. They want facts. So I said, I don't give a fuck. I'll double down. What are you trying to move? What are you trying to improve? What is this get your ass behavior? This is the house. You want to square up? You want to square up? Is that what I'm trying to do? That's what I'm getting. That's the whole energy I'm getting from that fucking statement, bro. You want to square up? The fuck?
Back when that she went to this school that ended up closing down, and I never understood what he was talking about, but she actually goes into depth of the situation.
I went back online to get my official transcripts because I was applying to a law school many years ago to be a professor there. And I had to provide my transcripts, right, to get hired. And I went to contact the school and say, hey, I need my official transcripts. I need my entire thing. And there was no school.
So far, everything that Corey Holcomb said before is accurate. Okay? So far, we're on the complete line of everything that he has been saying is lining up with this situation. He said that she went to that school and she said that she got the doctorate. Ain't no school. School shut down. School closed down. It's aligning with her story.
I was like, okay, I'm confused. I Google. It says this school has been shut down. I said, oh, well, they got to have records. I mean, they were accredited when I attended the school. They were accredited when I finished the program. I go and look, there is a third party that has the records. Why contact the third party? That third party only holds records for 2 years. I was past my 2 years.
Now, we're going to get into the comments in a little bit because there are people who attended this same exact school that are saying that what she is talking about in this conversation is absolute foolishness. But we're going to let her continue.
So that means that I had no access to records. And then I contacted, financial aid. You can't make up financial aid. It shows that I paid for a doctoral program alongside my master's program and my undergrad program.
But did you finish it is the question.
You can't make up financial aid. It shows that I paid for a doctoral program alongside my master's program and my undergrad program.
Transcripts. You would need the transcripts. You would need some kind of documentation that you completed the program. So those are two very different conversations.
And they said, we can fully refund you your money under one circumstance. We give you your money back. You don't get credit for not a class, a course, a program you took in this university. At this institute.
Just so we're all following, okay? She said that she went to the school, Argosy or Argosy, however you pronounce it, right? She went to that school. She graduated from that school. She got her doctorate, right? Went on to, a couple years later to go get a job somewhere else, needed her transcripts, couldn't get her transcripts, then ended up going through financial aid that says, hey, is there any kind of proof that you guys have? And they said, yeah, we see that you signed up for this doctoral program, but we don't have, any other record. Now, being that the school is shut down, if you want your money back, we can go ahead and give you your money back, since we don't have any documentation that you completed it or whatever, but all those credits that you have, you won't be able to use.
Whoa.
What's that?
I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Guys, Nina just built an app.
Impossible.
Code.
That's what she said.
So do you want us to refund you? Or do you want us not? I said no. because I didn't want to risk the chance of them saying, well, we're going to give you back your money, and it wipes out your entire program.
I'm going to be honest. I've never heard of financial aid giving anybody the money
because I didn't want to risk the chance of them saying, well, we're going to give you back your money, and it wipes out your entire program.
I'm going to be honest. I've never heard of financial aid giving anybody their money back besides like overages, right? Like besides you getting some kind of like overage for like, oh, we paid this part of your tuition, this, that, and then you can have this money as a leftover. I never heard that you go into a program, pay for the program, complete the program, and then just because the school shuts down, we're going to go ahead and give you your money back. I personally have never heard of that. Obviously, she's saying that this situation happened. I don't know that to be true, not true, but I just never heard of that.
Luckily, I had, I do this with all of the schools. I had downloaded from the actual student portal my transcripts at that time, and I was able to get just about all of my transcripts, including up to like dissertation.
So basically, she's saying that she was able to get her transcript for all of her other things, like for her master's degree, for everything else, except for the doctorate. Right? So that the reason why she's explaining the reason why people cannot find the information of her doctorate degree or her dissertation anywhere is because when the school shut down, the records got lost, and there's no way that she can prove anywhere that she actually finished her doctorate degree. That's exactly what she's saying.
But everything else, there's just no holding take for any of our records, which I think is completely effed up.
Okay, now here's the thing, right? She's saying that as a doctor, she went to school, she finished her, all the stuff.
You see, all what I'm getting from this scenario is that she's saying stuff, but she's trying to she's just trying to put stories together, which is not making sense. You see, there's what you have to understand with a lie. When you lie about something, or when you lie to yourself about something over and over and over again, huh? It will come to a point that you believe it is true. That is what is happening to her. She believes her own fucking lie in the sense that when the truth is now out for everyone to see, she's trying so hard to conjure a story. All that was true. She went to university. We're not going to lie to her about that. But the fact is that she's trying to make up stories that it's not fucking making sense. She's saying one thing, she's twisting it to say another thing, or not. Like, what the fuck do you mean? See, this is the whole point. This is why I'll move my analogy back to what Larry Wills. That's why I love that guy, bro. I like him. You see, nature is truthful. It's when you see the body, it is hard work and steroids. It's a matter of what combine those two. He never lied to us. He said it. If you do it the old way, but don't come out and lie. And when you are caught, you are trying to make up stories. That's not fucking making sense. To nobody. You see, you're a grown ass woman, so act like it. Stop trying to make sense out of nonsense. Do you hear me? Stop trying to make sense out of nonsense. Because we are not kids here. We are not kids. We are not your fans. And when you know about you, even not today. So the fact that you are trying so hard to convince people, you can't convince me. And what? As you said, I don't actually give a fuck whether you have a doctorate degree or not. I double down on it. I triple down on that shit. I don't give a fuck about you. But I'm here to make an awareness here because some people are so gullible. I have seen it. I've seen that. I'm shocked. Grown ass people, whether men or women, they are so fucking gullible that I wonder, like, how have you grown up? Have you not gone through adversity in your life? Have you not gone through pain? Have you not gone through some shit that will make you think critically? Because some people just believe everything people are saying. And at the same time, I can see from different perspectives that some people are just there, are just tired. At this time. So when someone starts to say some stupid shit, let us correlate with what they're taking, to what they like. Finally. Do just give it all to them. It's just like sometimes people can see the bullshit in what people are doing, they can see the lies, but you see, they feel comfortable in the lies, they feel comfortable in what was happening. So that is why they said finally. Do I like to say bullshit? But here's the other case. Me in particular, it's when I see bullshit, I'll say bullshit. And what you're not saying that is bullshit. You are trying to what? You're trying to conjure bullshit to me. And I'm allergic to bullshit. I'm fucking allergic to bullshit. That's what I try to do. Cheyenne, alleged Dr. Cheyenne.
All the schooling, all the tests, whatever the case is. But there is no proof anywhere that she is actually a doctor, right? So how can you present yourself in that you are an actual doctor if there is no proof anywhere?
When somebody say Dr. Bryant, it irks me.
Because yes, you did the schooling, apparently, or whatever. Yes, you completed all of the things. But if there is no actual trace of these things, it's as if it didn't happen.
Just in
They
general.
are going to kill you online this week. They're going to say she has no records. They just want to hate you regardless.
Do you think DJ MB Slick, he's like, oh, they going to get you online this week because they're going to say she ain't got no records? He's talking for himself. Okay? He's talking for himself. He is like, as I'm listening to you have this conversation, none of this stuff don't make sense to me. Because in all of this conversation that you're having, you're letting us know that you are not indeed a doctor.
No, that's fine. And it's not even that there's no records that I don't. The school had a third party that carried the records only for a limit of 2 years. So it's not me. It's any student that attended Argosy.
One, we have other students who went to that school that said that that's not true. And two, whether it's you don't have the record, the school don't have the record, you misplaced it, the school misplaced it. The fact is that there's no record, right? Like that.
It is this bullshit. You see, that's what I'm talking about. It is bullshit she's trying to conjure. I said I'm allergic to bullshit. That's what she's trying to do. You see, people that have gone to the same school, they're coming out saying it. You see, they say truth, we will say truthfully, no matter how it hurts. Come out and say it because you say you don't give a fuck. What? You see, the irony and the hypocrisy is that you said you don't give a fuck, but you are trying so hard, so fucking hard to convince us that about what is going on. You see, you actually give a fuck, bro. You're insecure. No, no, you're not insecure. Come on. Shayan cannot be insecure. She doesn't give a fuck, bro. Of course.
That is the fact.
Again, it doesn't, how can I say it? It doesn't affect me because if I chose to go get a license as an LMFT, I have my master's in marriage and child therapist.
But I thought that she already had her license and then she just decided to not have it. So now she's saying if she chose to go get one, I'm confused.
No longer practice under a license. I have my hours. I can just take that and say, hey, let me submit these for licensure. And I want to go sit for my exam and I'll have to do a study. I don't need a doctorate in counseling psychology to go get licensed as a therapist. That's what we're all missing.
I think nobody's missing that fact. I don't think anybody's missing that fact. I think the point of the matter is that if you don't need a doctorate to get your license as a therapist, right, and to work as a therapist, then why is it that you need to portray yourself as doctor, right? Like even when she was having this conversation, she's like, oh yeah, for my doc squad. Like all of this is surrounding you being a doctor. Her necklace says doc. Like that's a big deal.
You see, no, of course, it's a big deal. You see, the word dog, whether it's in psychology, whether it's what English, whether it's in any fucking field, the word doctor, it carries weight. It carries weight. Yeah, like you see, she understands it carries weight. That is why she's leaning on it. You see, to me, everything she has done till now, it is calculated, it is planned out. You see, she was acting ignorant it's because they're calling out on it. That is why she's speaking about it. If nobody said nothing, she would have leaned out on it. When you said Dr. Cheyenne, she will smile and wave. As if she had done something, but the fact is that she is not. She has done nothing. So the whole point I'm trying to make is that why are you lying? Why the bullshitting? You see, there's one thing about people who are wicked, who lies and what own that shit is that they don't actually give a fuck. But you give a fuck, bro. You care about it so much that you are beginning to believe your own lie. That's what I'm talking about. You believe your own lie so fucking much that you can't see the truth no more. But here's that we'll play out the truth. We'll play out layers by layers. We'll catch you. Nobody's perfect here. I ain't perfect. Nobody ain't perfect. But the fact is that when you're out here lying and you're caught, tell the truth and move on. It's life. You know what I've lied before online? You don't be the last. You don't be the first. You don't be the last. So please. say the truth and let it be. And for that, this Obonobo speaking. I'll post a link to this full video. You can go to this long lady's channel and watch the full video if you want to, because I don't like bullshit. I'm seeing bullshit on my screen. I don't like bullshit on my screen, so I'll move bullshit away. I'm allergic to bullshit.